Okay, today we're going back to the basics. Hello there. So I have many videos on all different things skincare. And when it comes to skincare, you might be asking yourself, okay, so I have all these tips, tricks, recommendations, reviews and stuff, but what do I do with it? How do I build my routine? And that's what we're going to talk about today. So I tried to make it very simple, maybe a little too simple. So I decided to come out with like 4 stages of routines that you can start with. It's really a starting point. It's not like everything you can do. Of course, there's so much you can add into your routine. And we're not here to talk about that, like all those sheet masks and essences and sleeping masks and stuff like that. We're here to go back to the basics and really look at what's necessary and what to look for when you're building like the most simple routine you can. The thing is that skincare can get very overwhelming, and I totally get it. I am like way past that because I went through all this like years and years back. But I understand and I feel with my friends when they tell me that they want to start taking care of their skin, but they don't know where to start. And this is partially because there are so many options, the media tells you so much, and sometimes the ingredients on the products are very unhelpful. So every product tells you to use it on clean face, and none of them tell you how to layer them. So I thought about it as like 4-stage thing to help you build your routine at the level you want at the moment. For simplicity, we're not going to talk about makeup removal. There's like a whole different video I could be making, and I probably will be making, about just removing your makeup and different things you can use to do that. But now I feel like we should just stick with cleansing. And as we go, I will build a little simple routine along with you with some affordable products that I have in my collection that I thought might be good as like a starter product. So I will kind of show you at the end how these little routines can look. So let's start off with stage 1, cleansing and moisturizing. Now these 2 steps are very simple and also very much needed because cleansing your skin and moisturizing it are pretty much like the 2 most basic things you should be doing in order to keep your face in some healthy condition. I wouldn't get swamped by all different active ingredients your moisturizer and cleanser can have. I would just go very, very simple, which is what people mostly want when they're trying to start off their skincare routine. So in a cleanser, you usually want to look for ones that don't have any sulfates, that are not too foaming, that are not going to strip your skin off, and just ones that are going to be effective, more, let's say, on the hydrating side, okay? Let's say that I'm looking for like a basic hydrating routine. I like a good non-stripping cleanser that is good for my skin type. At this very moment, I have more normal to dry skin, so I wouldn't mind going for a cleanser that is a little bit creamier, that doesn't lather, but that still cleanses my face very well. In this case, I would go for the Inkey Hyaluronic Acid Cleanser. This is like my choice number 1 at the moment. This is the only cleanser I've been using for like past couple months. So it cleanses the face really well, it doesn't leave any residue, but it's still kind of hydrating and doesn't leave your skin like super stripped and like super, raw. This is really like my number 1 choice at the moment, and it's also very accessible and very affordable. So this would be my cleanser for my very simple routine. Next, when it comes to the second step, which is moisturizer, you have several different options. You have to kind of make up your mind if you want something for like both day and night, or if you prefer lighter moisturizer for the day and heavier for the night. In case you want something very universal, I would reach for something like this Q&A Hyaluronic Acid Daily Moisturizer. This moisturizer is very good, but it is one of those a little bit more creamy, lightweight moisturizers. So it doesn't feel greasy and it doesn't feel too heavy, but you have to apply very little, and it moisturizes very well. So I would be able to use this one as both my day and night moisturizer because I know that this is not going to leave me greasy for the day, and if I apply a small amount, it's going to be fine. And if I want a little bit thicker layer and a little bit more of the moisturizing, I can apply more at the nighttime and it's still going to be fine. So this would be like my one and done moisturizer, or my day moisturizer if I like a thicker one. Now, if I'm leaning more to the, light at the day and heavier at the night option, I would definitely recommend the Omega Water Cream by Inkey. This is a beautiful, beautiful lightweight moisturizer that is hydrating, it sinks in very fast, and it has like this very nice lightweight texture that almost melts into water. And this is something that I like to wear on a daily basis because it works very well with any makeup on top. So this would be like my preferred thing. And for the nighttime, I know I'm not really leaning towards active ingredients here, but I would recommend the Overnight Recovery Cream from XX Revolution. It does contain probiotics. You don't have to watch out for them. I think you can use this on the daily and be perfectly fine. And it is a little bit of a thicker moisturizer that makes your skin like nicely covered through the night, and it's not too heavy, but it's not like too lightweight that it sinks in too fast and you wake up dry. So this would be like my night cream choice if I were to go for the 2-cream system. Now, if I want to really keep it minimalistic, I will just use one moisturizer. So our routine currently consists of 2 products. We have a cleanser and we have a moisturizer. Perfect. Next, we have stage 2. We have cleansing and moisturizing. And in another stage of our skincare routine, I would like to bring in the SPF as a separate step. So if you don't really know much about SPF and why you should be using it, you can check out my SPF basics video. And if you want more like detailed recommendations and really like a rundown of widely available Western SPFs, you can check out my SPF collection video. But right here, I'm just going to tell you that SPF is a very important, both in protecting your skin, it has great anti-aging properties, and it is just very beneficial for you to wear SPF through the whole year. I've been wearing it for years, and I have to tell you, it's one of the things that I thank to the most when it comes to my skin, because my skin is pretty good, but I feel like the sun protection really took it to another level. So I cannot recommend this enough. There are so many good, widely available SPFs. It's always best to go as high as you can with the protection, so I would definitely recommend going SPF 50. But of course, if you feel like 30 is enough for you, I have a good 30 option as well. No surprise that my SPF 30 recommendation would be the Revolution Protection Boost, normal to oily skin. If you're not used to wearing SPF, this one is perfect. It is almost like a moisturizer. It does have like that creamy texture, but it also has like semi-matte finish. So it doesn't leave you dewy, you don't have that SPF-y feeling or that SPF-y smell. It is just a perfect beginner-friendly SPF 30, and I feel like this is really something everyone can benefit from, and it is the perfect texture to work with makeup or just by itself if you like a little bit more natural to matte look. This would definitely be my #1 recommendation, and this is the thing I'm going to be keeping in my routine. The second recommendation I have for you is also probably no surprise. This is the Beauty Bay Face Lotion with SPF 50. This is very lightweight, almost like milky, watery SPF with SPF 50 protection. It does give you like this slightly dewy and hydrated finish, but it's very lightweight, it sinks in very fast, so it works really well with makeup as well. If you want a high protection, I would definitely recommend this one to everyone. Now we have a beautiful 3-step routine: cleanser, a moisturizer, and an SPF, which is going to do a lot for your face. Trust me, like this is going to be life-changing just as it is. Now let's move on to stage 3. So what else could we add? I say let's add a toner. I really like toning, and I feel like toner was one of the steps in my life that really changed my skin to the best. When I had pretty bad skin, I started using toner with BHAs, and it really transformed my face for the good. So I would really like to tell you that toning does make a difference, and it can be very beneficial for your skin. It is a step you would go in with after your cleanser. So first you would cleanse your face, then you would add a toner step, and then you would put in your moisturizer and your SPF. So when it comes to toners, you have so many different options, and this is the first step when I would actually start incorporating some actives if you want. So as I just said, if you have problematic skin, if you have acne or very clogged pores, you can put in stuff like BHAs or AHAs into your toner, and that's going to transform your routine even more. If you don't want to experiment with this kind of stuff, you can just, keep it simple and going with some like very basic and lightweight toners. Or if you really have super dry skin or you like something a little bit more hydrating, you're missing that hydration in your routine at the moment, you can add a little bit like thicker toners that are more into like that moisturizing, sector. Let's start off with a general idea. When you're picking out a toner, you want to look at the reviews as always. You want to check the ingredients, if there's anything, bad for your skin, any drying alcohols, anything that can like strip your skin and really make it super dry unnecessarily. Because toner should be more like a hydrating step, like, a step that's going to tone the skin. So kind of adjust the pH of your face so other things sink in better afterwards. You don't want to dry it out. So I'm just going to give you a couple examples. If you want to play it very, very safe, I would recommend something like this. This is the Q&A Green Tea Daily Toner. It also contains aloe, green tea, hyaluronic acid, allantoin. So you have like a calming, soothing, hydrating toner. Very basic. Every skin can benefit from this, trust me. The texture is pretty much just water, so it is really easy to apply either with your hands or on a cotton pad, and this is really something that's not going to harm any routine. Another one that is kind of like a safe bet is the Q&A Niacinamide Toner. Niacinamide is one of those ingredients I feel like really just helps everyone because it helps you with sebum production, it helps you with pore appearance, it helps you with, evening out your skin tone, the brightness of your skin. So I really kind of have a feeling that everyone can find a cause for which niacinamide is good. So their niacinamide daily toner would be a great choice for me as well. You also have aloe, you have the niacinamide, you have honeysuckle extract, and also hyaluronic acid. So again, hydrating, kind of soothing, but it also has the added benefit of the niacinamide. Now, if you want to dip your toes a little bit into the active ingredients, I'm pretty sure you heard about exfoliating toners, which help with the pores, help with acne scars, get rid of all those like dead skin cells, speed up cell turnover, and just overall kind of sounds like it should make your skin better. I would actually recommend this one. This is the Beauty Bay Acid Trip Exfoliating Toner with AHAs and PHAs. These toners tend to be a little bit aggressive sometimes, and you have to kind of build your skin tolerance because you're not going to be able to use an exfoliating toner from the get-go just every day. That's not going to happen. Your skin is not going to be happy about that. So I would start off slow. If you want it, if you think that your skin would benefit from this kind of chemical exfoliation, go for it, buy it, but maybe kind of switch it around with another one so your skin can build that tolerance and then you can use it like every other day or something. And then if you're more on that very dry skin side and you would prefer something a little bit more like heavy and moisturizing, I would recommend, for example, this one. This is the Floof Superfood Toner with Tiger Nut Milk. This is a great toner. It comes in a spray bottle, so you can spray it on your hands and apply it, or just spray it on a cotton pad right on your face. It's up to you. This is one of those toners that is almost like a little bit like moisturizer, like a liquid moisturizer kind of thing. And it's very nice. It's soothing to the skin. It's nicely hydrating. It adds a little bit more of like that dewiness or the juiciness to the skin. And if you have very dry skin, I feel like you would love this. Now, because we're building a very simple and minimalistic routine, I am going to give it a little spice with my niacinamide toner because I feel like my skin would benefit from it. And it's also one that I can use on the daily. So we have cleansing, we have toning, we have moisturizing, and we have SPF. What are we missing is right in the middle, and is the treatment stage. Now, there's a lot you can fit into the treatment stage, and I'm just going to be talking about several serums, like a very small amount of serums that you can put in as an example of something simple you can start with and just go from there. Do your deeper research later. So I would recommend, if you're starting off with serums, you can, of course, there are many serums for different skin concerns, so you can really pick a serum that's going to target whatever your problem might be. But from the start, I would just go in with something very simple, maybe something a little bit hydrating or maybe a little brightening or calming, depending on your skin. I would just start slow. Things you want to look for are hyaluronic acid, polyglutamic acid, and other things that are hydrating. Or you can look for niacinamide. I already said why that's good and why it could be beneficial for you. Those are some serums that are very good, usually combined with zinc. If you kind of suffer from acne or those pores and stuff like that, you can look for stuff with Centella asiatica in it, which is a great calming ingredient. You can look for stuff with ceramides to repair your barrier, or you can just look for anti-aging things or exfoliants. There's so much to talk about, but I have four examples that I would maybe recommend if you're starting off with stuff. So the first one I have is just a very simple hydrating niacinamide serum. This is one of those serums that I recommend to pretty much like everyone, this type of serum, not this specific one. But I have the new Essence Hello Good Stuff serum, which is the pore minimizing serum with pomegranate and 3% niacinamide. It is a pretty low percentage, but I feel like if you're starting off with it, you don't really need to go too high up. This is a great serum. It smells very nice. It has hyaluronic acid in it. It has niacinamide, so it's going to hydrate the skin, brighten it, work on that skin tone evening, help with the sebum production, minimizing the appearance of pores, and just all that. And I feel like this is a beautiful one and done serum everyone can use. It's safe, you can use it on the daily, and there's nothing it's gonna, go bad for you in this case. So I would say this is like a great example of a serum that I would use every day, and therefore I'm going to put it into our mini routine. Another one that would be a good example of a simple serum is this 1-2-3 Let It Glow Super Glow Serum. This is a vitamin C serum, which is actually very, very good. It doesn't irritate my skin. I'm not sure what's the percentage of vitamin C here, but it is very lightweight. It really brightens up your face, and vitamin C is beneficial for so many different things. It works really well with SPF. It also speeds up the cell turnover. It helps with brightening up the skin with any hyperpigmentation. So again, can be beneficial for you if this is something you're looking for. Then just beware that vitamin C shouldn't be combined with different ingredients, and that also includes niacinamide in some cases. So if you want a serum or something with an active ingredient, always make sure that you do your research and you know if it can be used in combination with your other products. I already talked about the pores and the exfoliants, and you can also use exfoliants in your serum stage. Here I have the Catrice Pore Blemish Serum, which is like a night serum. This is like a serum treatment for the night, and it contains BHA and AHA. So if you didn't go for the exfoliating toner, maybe you can use something like this, like occasionally, to target those pores and that exfoliation and stuff like that. So this would also be one of my recommendations, using exfoliants in the serum stage. I have great experience with that. And if you have things with low percentage, just like the serum, I don't really think there's a big chance that you're gonna have a bad reaction to them. However, you know, your skin always has to get used to it. So if you have a bad reaction, just quit using it for a bit, regenerate, and then try again. And after a couple tries, maybe your skin will look horrible 5 times, but the 6th time, it's gonna look great. And last but not least, we again have something for very dry skin, for people that want to repair their barrier. If you don't know what that means, that's fine. You know, it's just something that's going to really help your skin be its best. I have the Bella Beauty Expert Calming Serum with 0.3% ceramide complex. It is just a ceramide hydrating serum. It is a little bit thicker in consistency, so if you have very dry skin, if you like those thicker serums, this is going to be perfect for you. It is just a very nice calming serum that's going to repair your face, basically, and it's just gonna feel nice, and it's thick, and it's moisturizing, and I really like it. This was the final stage for this video, but of course, there's so much more. You can start adding more serums, you can start adding masks, you can start adding eye care. There's so much stuff you can also add to this routine, and you can also buy multiples of everything and just kind of switch between them. It's all up to you, you know. If you don't feel comfortable going into the store and picking up 4 different serums and rotating them, don't worry about it, just get one. Get used to using it, build your habit, and then you can start exploring more. So let's look at the final routine we built, okay? So first we have a cleanser, the Inkey Hyaluronic Acid Cleanser. It's simple, it's hydrating, it works really well, and it doesn't leave my skin weird and like, you know, with a film on it. No, it's just a very nice cleanser. Next, we have a toner. It's a daily toner with niacinamide, which is a good active ingredient that is not like harming my skin in any way, so I can use it on the daily. It is going to help me brighten up my skin. It's going to help me with sebum production, pore appearance and stuff like that, so I'm very happy to use it. Next, we have a serum. I have, again, the pore minimizing serum. Let's just say the hydration and pores are my biggest concern, which is true, but this serum contains not only niacinamide, but also hyaluronic acid and several different great ingredients, so it's going to be hydrating for my skin. It's just going to be very beneficial. Next, let me continue. Next, I have my moisturizer, which is the Q&A Hyaluronic Acid Daily Moisturizer. I can use this during the day or at night because I know that it's not too heavy for me, and I know that I can use it in different amount day or night. And last but not least, I got my Revolution SPF Protection Boost with SPF 30, which is a great SPF that is going to mattify my skin. It won't leave me greasy, and it works really well under makeup. And because I know that sun protection is very important, I'm going to be using it religiously every goddamn day, okay? Yeah. Great. So this is our routine, and this is literally everything you need to start off. You can pick up any stage you want, you know, 1 to 4, whatever you feel like buying at the moment. You don't have to spend a whole ton of money. This routine consists of like super affordable products that are all very, very good. I'm using them all at the moment. I literally just pulled stuff out of the boxes I have here with my skincare and wanted to build something affordable, accessible for you, that's going to be simple and that's not going to break the budget. I hope you got a little bit better idea of what to do. I had a couple messages over the time I have this channel that were mostly about building the skincare routine, and let me tell you, people are confused, and I'm not surprised they are, because it's so overwhelming. I'm just here to help. I want to make this as simple as possible, and I hope I did that today. So it doesn't matter if you pick the stage 1 or the stage 4, but I hope you're gonna have a routine that's gonna be simple, it's gonna work for you, and you're gonna see great results within, let's say, 6 weeks. I think 6 weeks is like a good time to see some results. So I really hope I helped you if you were looking for something like this. And I think that is it. So thank you very much for watching. Consider subscribing. And if you want to see more videos where I talk about skincare, you can check out the playlist. See ya!